Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang unveiled two new AI chips on Tuesday, Blackwell Ultra shipping this year and Vera Rubin GPUs coming in 2026. Now, unveiling its latest chip line up didn't stop Nvidia's stocks from falling almost 3.5% on Tuesday. Tech stocks not doing well as all three major US indexes closed the day in red. For more on what drove both US and international markets on Tuesday, well, let's go to Anthony Chan. He is the former Chief Economist of JPMorgan Chase. Good to see you there, Anthony. Now, the US Federal Reserve has started its two-day policy meeting today, something investors are watching really closely. How did this impact US stocks today?
Well, I think that right now what you see is the expectation that the Federal Reserve will, in fact, reaffirm the possibility that they will be lowering interest rates between now and the end of the year. The market is looking for at least two interest rate cuts between now and the end of the year, and possibly even a third if you see a deterioration in economic growth. So that was a little bit encouraging, but that doesn't take away from the dark cloud of all these tariff negotiations that are taking place leading until April 2nd. And it doesn't take away from the fact that virtually nobody in the financial market expects that the Federal Reserve will surprise on Wednesday and give us a cut in interest rates at this time. So the news is hopeful for the longer term, but it is not as hopeful over the near term as all these dark clouds are ascending on us. Overseas, as you heard, you saw that European equity markets are doing a lot better because there's going to be some expansive monetary policy as the debt breaks led in by Germany are going to be eased a bit, and there's going to be a little bit more spending, and that in turn is going to lead to a little bit more economic activity, and that is a sort of a bright light in the financial markets today.
So let's talk about the biggest movers of the day. Tesla remains one of the hardest hit stocks and edged down again. What more can you tell us?
Well, the dark clouds continue. As you can see that right now, Tesla unfortunately is suffering from negative backlash because of political considerations both in Europe and in the United States. People are sort of moving away. It's not clear whether that's going to stop, but for now, the equity markets are in fact bringing down some of those valuations. But you also have to keep in mind that when you look at a company like Tesla, it had much higher forward price earnings ratios than the rest of the market. So anytime you introduce this sort of uncertainty, you're going to see prices reacting rather aggressively as they have.
And as mentioned earlier, China's Baidu had a stellar day. Gains continue after the Chinese tech giant announced its two new AI models.
Yes, that was very encouraging because it sort of follows on the back of the DeepSeek announcements that they are getting finding some success with these AI models, and Baidu, of course, reporting additional success. So that was another bright sea of light in the financial markets as people are attributing a little bit more potential brightness from these Chinese tech companies moving forward relative to what was expected a year ago.
So what can we look forward to then ahead to Wednesday?
Wednesday, I think you're going to see in the United States some data on mortgage refinancing and how many people are taking out mortgages. The fact that mortgage rates have come down a little bit, but recently they've been picking up. You will see perhaps a little bit of bright news, but not too much excitement there. And of course, everybody will be holding their breath in the United States to see what the Federal Reserve announces with respect to the dots. What's the expectations for future rate cuts? And of course, the news conference when Chair Powell will actually speak and answer questions about what they're seeing. Are they worried about these tariffs and the potential for raising inflation, and how they also worried about the plunge in consumer confidence, the uncertainty in small business confidence, and in general, even CEO confidence coming down. They'll want to see how the Federal Reserve's handling with those dual forces of upward price pressures potentially from tariffs and the downward pressures to the economy from the loss in confidence and the rise in uncertainty.
All right, Anthony Chan, really appreciate your time.